Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us once again for the Discipline Therapy podcast with your two incredible hosts, Suhey Sotomayor, and with me always.
Yo, discipline in the building.
We'd like to.
We doing that thing.
What thing? Ideal. I don't know where it is. I have no idea where it is. The next one.
Next time.
We'd like to remind you guys to like, comment, and share if you enjoy the episodes. If you enjoy the show, leave us a comment. You could always hit us up on our IG pages or on the business email Sotomayor. So it's SSOTOMAYOR0307 at Gmail. If you want to be a guest on the show. Anything else? Am I missing anything?
We're also on the major listening platforms such as Amazon Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple iTunes, Deezer, Overcast,
Castbox. There's so
Pod
many.
Chaser, Pod Addict.
Did you say Amazon Music? That's the
Yeah.
newest. Yeah.
Speaking of addicts, because you're fiends.
You know what that means?
What does it mean? We're up to season 10.
No, we're not.
All right. Halfway.
I'm like, what? Where are we? I'm looking at the signs.
We're fiends, and you know what that means? That means we have a dose of discipline therapy where everything is completely free. See, if you subscribe, there's no monthly fee. It's free. It's judgment-free, sucker-free, censor-free, sensitive-free, and plenty of liberty. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, roll a blunt, but the main thing is make sure the children are in bed. Why? Because we have that soul food and sometimes vulgar conversation. Prepare your mind to be fed. Light one up, inhale life, and exhale strife. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned in to the Discipline Therapy Podcast. We're here.
Signs you lack discipline in life. Have you ever had any of those signs where you said to yourself, I have no discipline? Has discipline ever said to himself, I have no discipline? Damn, that was funny.
When I was a lot younger.
Yeah, I was about to say, I can't picture you not having discipline. When did you start disciplining yourself?
Part of it, first of all, coming from a Haitian Dominican household, that's where I was learning it without knowing, right? You know, so
well, yeah, because your first teachers are your parents or who's ever in your household.
Old school Haitian father, you know, chores, you know, you have to
mow the lawn.
So now I started going around to the block and just, I'll mow your lawn for like $5. I'll mow your lawn for $10. Snow, I'll shovel your snow for $10. So I started hustling out there. Prior, you know, was in the streets also, but that's a different story.
Let me ask you a question. As far as doing like chores, did you have to do other chores like washing dishes or just like you know, the manly chores, like raking leaves and like how you just mentioned? Or they
when that
taught you
goes
everything?
black, do you need to put the password in?
What black? What's black?
When it goes black.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Say it again. Raking leaves. Yeah, I had to do
No,
all that. That's
no.
what.
Washing dishes too.
Mm-mm.
So
was
it
a
was
womanly-
already separated from young.
That
what I
was a
trying to
womanly
get at.
thing. My mom, she's Dominican. My mom used to tell me all the time, you know, even till this day, like men shouldn't have the broom in their hand. You know what I'm saying? Men shouldn't wash dishes and stuff like that. So I would do the manly thing, take out the garbage. I was 7, 8 years old. I mean, while these kids had, I still had like Ninja Turtles and WWE
You had like
wrestling. Like I still watch wrestling, but like I still had those little childhood experiences as well. Video games. I don't play video games anymore. To each their own. There's a lot of grown men, 40, 50 years old. They're a lot older than me, still playing video games. To each their own.
Keeps them out of trouble.
Yeah, do you? But you know, that was me at those ages. But this is one of the reasons why I believe in gender roles, because I've already experienced it. It's been beaten in my head. But like I said, till this day, she doesn't believe a man or boys should wash the dishes
like
or
cook and clean type thing.
cooking
You should
clean.
know how to cook, but you
Yeah,
shouldn't
but you
have to
shouldn't do it.
unless it's for yourself and you
Yeah,
have no
my
choice.
mom is the one that used to tell me, if a woman is around, you have a woman around, why are you doing that? She used to tell me that. My grandmother that I always talk about, my late grandmother,
That was
she
her mother, correct?
yes, she used to tell me the same thing. So it's going through generation of
Of women in
yeah.
your
So
life telling you, yeah.
but generation of education. You know what I'm saying? Her mother,
And so
probably
on and so
her mother.
forth.
Yeah. So that's when it started. Now, I went through corporal punishment.
Me too. Do you believe? I know
So
we have a show coming up
yeah,
on that, but do
we'll
you
wait
believe in
for
that?
that. Yes,
Okay.
we'll wait for that. But
So do I.
corporal punishment. If people don't know what that is, they need to go to episode 36. Give her what she's afraid to ask for. Because I
Oh my God!
explained the
I shouldn't
definition.
have said. I shouldn't have done that. That was for the kids.
But I went through that. So that inspired aggression.
Oh, okay.
So
I think it inspires different things for different.
yeah, gender.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it inspired how to be sneaky. For
Okay.
me and my sister.
Maybe closed off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also shy.
Mhm.
So for me, it inspired aggression. You know, I wanted to go back, but I couldn't. You understand? Because it would be worse. I remember one time my late grandmother, and then we'll jump into the topic. I'm warming them up. The author, I'm warming them up to it. She had the belt, and I remember going to school, and we'll talk about this in the further down. I remember going to school where I had the white kids. They were like, "Oh, you know, I told my mom to shut up, or I'm
Oh
gonna call the
Lord.
cops." And I would be like, "What? You did that?" Like I
Yeah.
think I was like 8 or 9, and I was like, "Man, I'm gonna try that."
No, you didn't.
So
I
like
tried it too.
when mama had the belt, you know, and I was a bad kid, I was
Can I
annoying
ask
her.
what age we talking about?
I don't remember. I got beat a lot
Oh my
with the
Lord.
belt, with
The giant glass, the hands, the
yeah,
everything.
yeah,
The broom.
a wooden spoon.
I had a metal spoon broke on my back.
So like there was a circumstance where I don't know, I was annoying her, pissing her off purposely, you know, like
Purposely. You were like on a
yeah,
suicide mission.
the way my nephew is now, Noah,
That's
I
how
had
you
a
were.
little bit like that
A
in
little,
me.
just a little bit.
Like he's very dominant, but he likes to play, and it's annoying sometimes where he only responds to one thing. And I'm not gonna say what that is, but he only responds to that, and he only respects that type of authority. But other than that, like he came over on a Zoom meeting. I'm like, why are you talking crazy to your teacher? What's
Oh yeah.
wrong with you? Brought me in the room like, hey, my uncle's a teacher too. I'm like, don't say stuff like that. I want him in the room too. Like he's just taking authority, and I'm like, you need to respect
Your
your
teacher.
teacher. Like, all right, but just jumping back, right? So I feel like he gets a little bit that from me, and my brother was a jokester. I'm more of the serious person out of my
Just in
siblings.
case you guys couldn't tell yet.
Out of my siblings. So I joked a little bit, played around. Remember, I used to act up in school. They need to go back to episode 29. Lazy lovers, not in school, church. I used to act up in church. So
Amazing.
when my grandparents were babysitting, I would do the same thing. I would make Papa run after me, take something of his purposely. He would chase me. You know what I'm saying?
I would have beat your ass too.
So now I got her frustrated, and and I said to her, she hit me with the belt once or twice, and I said to her in my native language, I'm gonna call the police.
You're laughing now, but I'm sure you weren't laughing then.
So she said,
it's all coming back to you, right?
She said,
in flashes.
So she said, "Oh yeah, dale." So
You're
I'm
like, what?
Yeah, that's because sometimes because reverse psychology, right?
Yeah.
You try to say something because you think that they're not gonna
Right, it's
abide by
gonna
it, or you're trying to antagonize them, knowing that it's not gonna lead them. And then when they give you the green light, you're
like,
you're
what
out
the
of your kilter now.
Right.
So now I'm like, really? As I'm walking
Foolish.
yes, as I'm walking to the phone, the whip came, stopped me right in front. I was like, I
Your
never,
eyes must have been like, holy shit.
never trying that again.
No way. I've never. I did when I was a little bit older.
Yeah. So now, the way I was able to channel that aggression was through sports.
That's where it
See,
came in.
see, the reason I was so aggressive, and I try to educate people as much as I can out there. The reason I was so aggressive is because I'm from East Flatbush, Brooklyn, where
Mm.
there was a lot of crime around
Mhm.
that time. Like, I've seen a man get pistol whipped
Mhm.
at 12.
Mhm.
So I've seen a lot of aggression. I've been in the streets a lot, hanging around different people,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, who may not have been the
The
great
right
role
kind of
models.
people. Mhm.
Yes, doing a lot of different things. That was number one. Number two, what I've experienced in my household. So I had a lot of aggression,
Mm.
being that where the environment was. So now, sports, I can say, saved my life.
Oh, that's good.
Because if it wasn't for that, I'd probably, you know what I'm saying, being
Right.
in a
Lord
lot.
knows where you'd be.
Yeah. So when I got into sports, now you have an authoritative figure, which is a coach, mentor, whatever, who is instilling more discipline in you,
Mhm.
giving you character, instilling hard work.
Mm.
So now,
What grade was that?
13,
Okay, that's good.
and then my freshman year, I didn't play any sports. Freshman year, I didn't play sports. Like mid-year, sophomore,
Okay.
junior. Then I was going heavy into sports,
Okay.
wrestling, football, track. So now you have an authoritative figure who's telling you this, that, and you actually like the sport.
Mhm.
So
That
now,
helps.
so now, in order to continue to participate in that sport, you have to incorporate discipline. For example, one of my coaches was like, for everybody, we're gonna check on you weekly to make sure you're not cutting,
Oh,
to
that's
make sure you're
good.
doing well in class. You know what I'm saying? A B is the minimum. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's allowed
That's allowed.
to keep you on the team
Making
and
sure
playing.
that you're not a class clown and disrupt, you know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
we're gonna talk with your teachers to see how you are. So it's like a weekly
Mhm.
evaluation. So now,
That's awesome because a lot of schools don't do
if
that.
you didn't comply, right? If you didn't abide by these things, you weren't participating. You could come to practice, you weren't practicing. I love to
Mm.
participate in the games and whatever it was. So that was the incentive.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So now I have to incorporate discipline.
Weight room.
The not the weight room. We're in the I forgot what it was called, but it's like a gym.
The
And
locker room?
no, it's a gym. This is wrestling. We're
Oh,
in the gym, and the room is 120 degrees, 120 to 140 degrees, and we have to wear t-shirts, and we're working out, strength and conditioning.
that's
We're
awful.
running around doing push-ups, sprawl, um um hip thrusts, push-ups, sit-ups, working on our conditioning every day. Wrestling is the hardest thing, and it's one-on-one competition, but it's the hardest thing.
Mm.
That's one of the reasons why, like, okay, let me jump off topic real quick. People out there that think professional wrestling is fake, they don't give it respect.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. These guys, WWE, whatever it is, AEW, all these things that people don't know of, these professional wrestlings, 75% of it is fake. No. 25% of it is fake as far as it's scripted. Yo, you're going over
Mhm.
this, that, heel,
Mhm.
you're a heel, you're a baby face. You know what I'm saying? You're winning this match. You know, it's set up like that. And I believe all sports are like this,
Mhm.
like professional sports,
Mhm.
right? But the moves are 75% real.
Right, and the
When
work
you
that they
punch,
put
when they're
into it.
punching somebody, it's probably fake. But when they slam them, it's real.
Mm.
Also, a lot of people don't know this because they don't dissect, so they automatically cancel it right away. Look at all these other sports that are one-on-one, like boxing,
Okay.
tennis, volleyball. Well, volleyball is not one-on-one.
It could be 2 on 2.
Pool,
Mhm.
bowling, right? Wrestling, sometimes these guys are wrestling for 20, 30 minutes straight. They don't take no break.
Mm-hmm.
They don't go like in the corner like boxing, go sit down and give me some water.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's the respect that they don't deserve. That they don't
That
deserve.
they
That
don't
they don't
get.
get.
And also they put that work in the gym. That's hard.
Yes.
That's hard
Yes.
also.
Yes. So
You
so
definitely
they
have to have
the
discipline to go to the
wrestlers
gym.
deserve respect. So what for the work that they put in. So I just
Yes.
want to put that out there. So as a wrestler, amateur, because that's professional, amateur wrestling on the mat and stuff
And
like
it's
that.
different though, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing. You
The
go
work that
to
you put
you
in.
go
Got
to
you.
3 periods. It's if I recall, it's 2 minutes apiece. So that's 6 minutes. 2 minutes apiece.
Yeah, a
You
lot of people don't realize 2 minutes doing physical work.
constant,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's hard.
without water and stuff like that. So this is discipline. It's training you to prepare for matches. That's why the room is 120 degrees. We're running around, no break.
That's
Like
awful.
I've seen niggas in there throw up.
I would be one of
You
those
see what I'm
throwing up.
saying?
That's too hot.
Yeah.
Put the AC on.
So
So
now
wait, let me ask you,
now
how does one
football.
gain, do you think, self-discipline? Just by training themselves, like constantly?
Yeah. So football is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Team sport, you do take breaks and stuff like that, but I also participated in. But also allow you receive discipline from there as well.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? It's all about the coaches. So this is one of the reasons why I've always said father figures are essential. Mentors are essential. Coaches are essential. You know what I'm saying? Let your kids play sports
yeah.
and stuff like that. So how do you gain self-discipline in your life? That's part of my discipline that started with the sports. That's where my passion, my intensity comes from. You know what I'm saying?
So
So,
that you feel like it's made it easier for you to continue self-disciplining yourself. You just kind of
mhm,
continue with that.
yeah. So,
I think that's having discipline from a coach obviously is a lot easier than a person having self-discipline, because you
y-
could always,
yeah,
like, I'll
but
start tomorrow my diet or
yeah,
whatever.
but you know what? As far as getting into those ventures like the sports,
Mhm.
right? These endeavors, when you're in the sport, you have a purpose. You know, I'm gonna get to the book,
Right, that's what
finding
I'm
your
saying.
purpose.
That's why I
You
feel
have
like
a
that's
purpose,
easier.
and that is what motivates you.
Mhm.
So if you're playing the sport, what is your why? You
Mm.
see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that why drives you. So it's like find your purpose, goals, things like why are you here on earth? That's the type of purpose that gets you out of bed each day. For example, if you want to be a writer, write daily. If you want to be an artist, draw daily. Make it become your it's like second nature. Eat, sleep, breathe it. Everything that doesn't serve
That
its
purpose.
purpose can you is a distraction.
Right, you ignore it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Depend on yourself, have confidence. Quench your appetites. Keep your mind centered on itself. Okay, how would you tell someone how would you teach that? Because a lot of people don't have, that self-confidence.
Um, have confidence, quench your appetites. Well, I don't want to talk about confidence since we have an
We do have
episode.
it. Keep your mind centered on itself. Yeah. You know
Qu-
how what I
eh,
think would help with that is meditation.
That
Because that's what meditation is keeping your mind centered
yeah,
on itself on that
yeah.
specific
That's
time.
that's number one. Number two, I think this is
Build a plan of action to accomplish your goals. That's excellent advice. Set yourself to take action and be steadfast, no matter your physical, emotional, or mental state or challenges which arise. For example, if your goal is to lose weight, that is a perfect example because I
mm,
know probably so many of us. For example, if your goal is to lose weight, the rain or if you're feeling exhausted should not control your mindset on whether or not you go to the gym or out for a run or exercise. Set a
oh,
goal. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. Go ahead. Keep
Set
going.
a goal, create the deadline to complete or accomplish this goal.
Yeah, so those are examples of quenching your appetites, keeping your mind centered. Find a purpose,
Mm.
find a goal, and then everything that is not serving that goal
Or your
is
highest good.
is not beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that can be part of that. Now, For me, I believe going hard every day. 90% of people fail to accomplish their goals due to the lack of inconsistency, drive, fatigue, procrastination, and then stagnation occurs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, self discipline is no longer present. Failure doesn't define character, but your ability to continue and being consistent in molding you into being consistent molds you into being a strong, disciplined person. A bad day is not a bad week. A bad week is not a bad year. A new day is always a new life. When you want to engage in it, don't half-ass it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because
You're just cheating yourself
yeah,
at the end of it.
like why are you doing something if you don't have an end goal to do it?
Yes.
You
I
see what I'm
agree with
saying?
that.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's like let's say the sports thing. I got into sports. Why? Because I'm bored. I don't have anything to do. It's just extracurricular activities. Like, what is my goal? If you do not set a goal, right? I'm just gonna join the sports because I'm an introvert. I want to be an extrovert, meet new friends. If you're not setting a goal, then it makes it easy to quit.
Yeah. I
See
agree
what
with
I'm
you.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a purpose, it makes it easy to quit. That's why I say go hard. Because when you start going hard at things, you start working hard for it, you appreciate it more. You
Mm-hmm.
appreciate the sweat.
100%.
You
Yeah.
appreciate the sweat. You appreciate the blood and tears that
Just
you put in.
just like when you save up money to buy something you really want to get, you
Yeah.
appreciate it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% with that.
Yeah. So the next bullet, challenge yourself.
If you do this, when a challenge does arise, it's nothing to you because you know what hardship is. We fear what we have never experienced or don't understand. That is understatement of the year. How can you overcome adversity when you've never seen or dealt with it?
Okay. So challenging yourself. People who are damaged, people who have gone through these type of whatever it was,
Mm-hmm.
traumas,
Experiences.
environmental,
Mm-hmm.
when they see chaos, it's nothing new. So they know how to deal with it because they've already experienced it. That is when a challenge arises,
Mm.
that part. Now,
You won't go running from it.
yeah, now challenging yourself. Things that are not feeding your goals. So this is challenging yourself. Turning off social media, turning off phones, turning off television. There's times, Monday Night Raw, fucking Friday Night SmackDown. But
Mm-hmm.
when I have my goals, I won't watch it. I'll what do you call it? DVR.
Yeah. I was going to say Devo.
Shit. Now they got apps and
Yeah.
stuff. You watch
Mm-hmm.
it after. But to me, it's like, motherfucker, my goals are gonna be gone. I could
Mm-hmm.
rewatch the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
I
So
remember
at the
when you were
time,
writing your books, you would,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So to me, it's like these are challenging yourselves because for me, this is my guilty pleasures.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I've had women in the past who have seen my stories and they're like, "Oh my god, you watch wrestling. You you make me feel good now." And I'm like, "Why?" Because you seem normal. I look at you as like an alien or a god or something, but the moment I know
Alien.
that you're watching wrestling and I know like they'll tell me that it's fake and all that,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of childish, but it makes you feel human.
Mm. That
You see
makes
what I'm saying?
sense.
So to
Yeah.
me, it's like that's my guilty pleasure. Like I have different, everybody
Mm-hmm.
has their different guilty pleasures, but to me, it's like that's my guilty pleasure. But working on my goals, that's not a priority. You see what I'm saying?
Wait, that's not your priority?
It's not a priority to watch that
Oh, I
on
got you. Right.
Monday. You know what
Got
I'm
you.
saying? I'll
You'll put that
miss it.
aside so you can work on your
Yeah.
goals.
So that's
Yes.
that's part of challenging yourself. Social media is very addicting. When I was
Very.
writing my books and stuff like that, I had to turn it off.
Yeah.
Text messages and stuff like that, turn that off. Television once again. Another addiction, challenging yourselves, could be candy. Candy. Substitute it for like vegetables,
Or
fruits.
fruit. Yeah.
This is an example if you want to lose weight. Substitute social media for maybe relaxing music, inspiring podcasts, audio books, reading a book, going out in nature, meditation.
Mm-hmm. Practice self-control and emotional intelligence.
That's a
You
big one.
have power over your mind and actions over outside events, nature, and outcomes. I believe in that as well. That you have the power to control your self-control and emotional intelligence.
Yes, mind over matter.
Mhm.
So, for example, let's say it rains.
Right.
Now, you could be an empath.
There's also some people that like you're stating sometimes it rains, some people get like depressed about that. There's also some
Yes.
people that it's the whole season. Once winter season starts coming, once the daylight
Oh, I know
savings
a
time,
couple of people like that.
and it's like a whole night and day. It's
I
like
know,
they
I
get into
know,
such a
I
depression.
know a couple of women who they they reside in upper East Coast,
Mhm.
and they're like, I'm just a sunny baby. Like I need to
Yeah.
be in the sun all the time. So it's like I either gotta move to Georgia or Miami or something, you know what I'm saying, Southern California or something like that. Because
Yeah, it
I can't
affects
handle
them.
this
Yeah.
winter. And they
Yeah.
get so depressed and like,
Yeah.
oh, this is just not fun. All I'm doing is working, going home. Like
Going to
this
sleep.
can't be
Yeah.
it. And I'm just like they have a problem.
Yeah.
They
I
have
I I'm not that type of person. Like it it does suck in the winter when, it's 4 o'clock and it's nighttime outside.
yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? But it doesn't get me like the weather and stuff like that doesn't trigger my emotions. But
Yeah.
I know
So
people that it does
so
happen
so
to.
mind on actions over outside events, nature, and outcomes. It's
Hmm.
raining. You don't want to get depressed because that might make you procrastinate. It might make you not accomplish the goal or be late,
Hmm.
deadlines or whatever. So now you have to channel that emotion, whatever it is,
You have to push yourself.
into something else. Let's say you say, okay, let me go to the gym. Let me try to do something to get my vibrations up
Hmm.
again.
Hmm.
Let me write. Let me like find your niche. Let me just maybe listen to a podcast or something. Let
Hmm.
me meditate like
Or
you were
learn
saying.
something new.
You know what I'm saying? To try to do something to get me out of this funk.
Hmm.
This is the mind over the outside
Yeah. I think
events.
the pandemic has really push people to like outside of their comfort zone because you couldn't go out anywhere, you couldn't
Mhm.
meet up with friends and family.
Mhm.
That would have been the time to pick up a book, learn something new.
Mhm.
Learn mindful behavior. I used to think that that meant you have to be mindful of others,
Mhm.
how others feel and why they feel like that, how they think and why they think like that, but it's not. When it's mindful behavior, and it's always good, it's always a good thing to be mindful in the sense you're being mindful of your feelings and actions, figuring out why you react to certain situations and what triggers you. That will help in every aspect of your life. Practicing yoga on a daily basis will help with being mindful and vice versa.
That's important.
Yeah.
Being mindful behavior, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Like knowing your toxic tendencies,
Mm-hmm.
knowing what triggers you, like you were saying, knowing how to deal with it. There's a plethora of people out there. Um, and me, I've learned this. I've learned this like as far as incorporating emotional intelligence. There's a plethora of people out there who, for example, this podcast.
Mm.
I'll go through a sentence of what I want to say. People are not listening to understand, they're listening to reply.
Yes.
So let's say more, let me just say women. Let me pick on the women real quick because they're more emotional.
You heard that?
I'm going through a plethora of things, and then the moment they hear submissive, they go off.
Yes. That's the bell. Ding, ding,
It's
ding.
like you didn't even read or listen to the message.
Yeah.
It's you were deaf to the whole thing, and these are key words that trigger you. So automatically,
Exactly.
they might think I'm right, but the moment they hear that, then they go into attack
Yeah.
mode. That's what I
Exactly.
mean.
Yes. I agree
You
with
know
you
what I'm
with
saying?
that.
Like one thing for me that triggers me is when people talk about toxic masculinity. That
Oh,
triggers me. But if I'm having a conversation with someone and they're like, the toxic masculinity comes in, I'm the type of person where I wait now. Back then I was different, but I wait now till they're done.
And then you say your piece.
Then when they're done, then I took my piece. A lot of people don't do that.
No.
That's part of having emotional intelligence. A lot of people will do it, then they'll cut you off, and then they'll go into you didn't even finish what you were saying, and then you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
They're
then
listening to reply. They're not
Exactly.
listening to understand. Me,
Exactly.
I'm very calculating. I'm very strategic. So I might go into a room, in a board room, sit at the head of the table, listen to everybody's input. What do you think about the sports team? What do you think about the clothing line? What do you think about this, right? And everybody says their piece. The moment they're done, I'm gonna talk, and I don't want interruptions. That's how my mindset is. So I don't let things trigger. I just take mental documentations. Okay, you said this, you said this, you said this, and then I might correct you on it, or I might give you a different perspective. That's what I do a lot when I have conversations, even in my relationships. Back then, I wasn't like this, but I could be having a conversation with a sub, and we're disagreeing on something. I let her say everything, then I start asking questions, then I start saying my piece. Well, if you think this is how it is, this, da, 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 and then it starts going. Some people don't communicate well.
Yes. You
No,
keep
no, no, no,
saying
no. I'll take that back. A lot of people don't.
That's true. You keep saying this is how I was in the past, or this is how I am now. I was different in the past. In the past, what you would just cut people off to get your point across?
Yeah.
Ah,
In the past, I was more like,
no, you're wrong.
or in the past, I was more like, um, um, you do it because I said so,
Ah,
type of shit.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? And some doms might be like that. Old school doms, they're in their 50s, 60s, and stuff like that. They still live that old school mindset.
mm-hmm,
Like
mm-hmm,
me, I'm in an era that doesn't exist anymore, but I'm more understanding than a lot of these guys. You see what I'm saying? I still will never let your opinions influence mine, but I could say to you, I see your point. I don't agree with it. Let me tell you why this is better, and this is what we're doing. But I see your point. I respect your opinion and stuff like that.
Oh,
That
that's
could be
good.
mine. But in the past, it would be like, no, you're wrong. In the past, do it because I say so. In the past, it was like, because I said so. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's more like, okay, I see what you're talking about, but it depends also. If we're talking about BDSM,
No.
nobody could tell me shit about this,
Mm.
because like most women I'm meeting are never
Don't
been
know. Right.
subs.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But if we're talking about vanilla conversations, let's say we're talking about the government, let's say we're talking about, do aliens exist and stuff like that. I'm not
Yes,
quick
they
to
do.
I'm not quick to shut off
Right.
those notions.
Right.
I'm quick to like wanting to learn, and wait a minute, you know something I don't? Indulge. Like, let
Yeah.
me
Show
indulge.
me. Right.
Share. Let me you see
Show
what
the
I'm saying?
wealth.
A lot more people are steadfast, especially those old school dominant men. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
who are like in their early 50s, mid 50s, late 50s. They're steadfast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's part of having discipline also.
I feel like also you should develop like a daily schedule for yourself. Like a workout regimen, journaling, meditating. I found for myself when I meditate I meditate twice. First thing in the morning and then right before bed. And when I do it in the morning, it's before I look at social media, before I set my intentions for the day. But all of that has helped me,
Mm.
especially because when I started meditating, I used to sit there and be like, I can't focus. And the purpose for meditating is to bring you back to that time so that when you're in a real life situation and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Mm.
You can pull yourself from that situation at that moment and try to find those answers.
My routine daily is, the moment I wake up, I thank the ancestors and God.
Yes.
That's the first thing I do. Second thing I do is check like if there's
Like email.
news,
Oh, okay.
emails, and stuff like that for business.
The news is so negative.
I check all
Oh,
that,
it's awful.
right? 'Cause I just like to know things,
And
even
I
if
do not
whatever
like
it
to know what the
is.
news is on.
I like to know everything. So
Mm.
that's my routine. And then I work out. Whether I'm working out at home, the home gym, or like I go to the gym,
Mm.
or
I work out at home now.
I'm just, just meditating. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my daily routine.
Mm-hmm.
So then after that, then I get on with my day. Make breakfast, fruits. I don't have vegetables in the morning. That's like a midday thing. But I
Mm-hmm.
have like fruits in the morning, make breakfast. And then like I'll get on with whatever I have to do.
For
Work,
the day,
editing
right?
podcasts,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, I'll get on with it. But that's how I start my day, and it's a routine. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
The only
I
thing that
obviously brush my teeth,
right, all
shower,
the other
you know what I'm
nuances.
saying? Stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that you should be doing second nature. But after all of that is done, then I start to get on with my day.
Right. I mean, I feel like that helps, especially when if you're a person that isn't self-motivated or self-disciplined or whatever, starting a routine will get you there. I
Yeah.
feel because I never had a routine and I was like, let me try this out. I also feel like if a person can't or won't take responsibility or accountability for themselves or their actions, then they will never truly heal and will always attract more negativity than positivity.
Yes. So,
Oh, you like that
for
one?
example, yeah. For
Yay.
example, more women do this than men. And I'm not picking on the women. It's just this is a fact. More women do this than men because they're emotional. They keep grudges. Men have
Oh
more
yeah, that's
men
true.
have more short-term memory. If you reject me, on to the next, I forget about that chick reject me 5 years ago. I forget what that chick did to me 5 years ago, whatever, because I'm at a different status in life. Money, status, got chicks now. You know what I'm saying? Coming all over the place. It's different. A lot of women are not like that. They're more prone to keep grudges. So a lot of women are allergic to accountability,
Mm.
especially in the relationship. And I'm gonna say this every time. Most women, like 98%, not 2%, because 2% take accountability. 98% will never admit to you that they were the problem in the relationship. Every time you will always hear the man was the problem. He cheated. That's why I walked away. You know what I do?
What?
Just like when as a manager and I'm interviewing a potential employee, I ask the potential employee, tell me things bad about you. When I go on a date with a woman that I like, let's say I met her in Barnes and Nobles, the store, whatever, and we go on a date and I'm getting to know her. I say to her, why did your last relationship end? She'll tell me. Then I say, tell me something bad about you. If I ran into your ex, and I say this to the employees, if I ran into the ex coworker, what would they say? I say that I ask them the same thing. If I ran into your ex and I interviewed him, what are the bad things he would say about you? Because a lot
Nothing.
of women don't say bad things
There is
about themselves.
nothing bad.
A lot of women are not gonna say, I was a phone checker, I was interrogating, I was fucking a bitch, I was punching him every single time I caught him in something. I was passive aggressive. I was talking back, snare, disrespecting him behind his back, this, that. I was always the argumentative, combative one. A lot of women don't admit that. What happened in your last relationship? He cheated. That's where it begins and ends. And anything more? Yeah, it was just a really bad relationship. So who ended it? I walked away.
It
You
was me.
see how
I did it.
everything is painted as her being dominant, her being alpha, her not accepting shit and all of that stuff? You see how that is?
I mean, I
This is
guess.
part of taking accountability. A lot of women don't want to take accountability. You see what I'm
I
saying?
agree with you especially when it comes to like a breakup. Nobody wants to,
Yes.
he didn't break up with me. I broke up with
Yes.
him.
There's men out there who won't take accountability as well, but it's more women. You talk about
Mhm.
if that woman asks you, hey, what happened in your last relationship? Why you not married yet? Why this or that? A lot of men won't say the same thing because it's just like a job. Both parties. Now, I'm not a lot of men.
Mm. That's
Do you know what I'm
true.
saying? Because I don't care to impress somebody, baby. You should be lucky you in my presence. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna enhance your life if you get in this. I'm that job that you really want.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? You're interviewing me, but the irony is you want this job.
Right, you want this position.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So for me, it's like I don't have to impress you. So I don't have to lie. A lot of women will lie or maybe retain secrets to not seem like the bad person. A lot of women don't want to seem bad. Remember, they don't want to be mean and
You
all
mean
this
after
shit.
the breakup? You mean?
No,
Or in general?
in general.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So this needs to stop, and I feel like in order to have self-discipline and to elevate, this is part of it. Taking accountability. Stop playing the victim.
Yeah.
That's the next bullet. That's the next bullet.
Oh yeah.
Stop playing the victim because a lot of women that don't take accountability, that's part of it. Oh, he cheated. He was a bad boyfriend. This is that. You only hear one side of the story. You hear hers. You don't hear his. And there's the truth that's in the middle that nobody sees or hears.
Yeah.
You
Well,
only hear her side, and everybody takes her side
mm,
because the man is not like this. A lot of men
yeah,
don't do that.
Mhm.
Men don't gossip. Men don't. You see what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
why a lot of times the women have the right of way. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
because they
the
got their story
car.
out first.
Yes.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But they need to stop playing the victim. Real men don't play the victim.
Right.
Because I believe this when in the men lead, women follow
Mhm.
leadership, real leaders don't blame. We was on a team. If that's what it was, all right, I'll take full responsibility. This shit didn't work out, blah, blah, blah. It was on both ends.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
definitely agree with that, but for everything, don't just play the victim, not just in who broke up with who, but just
Because a
in
lot
life in general. You didn't get that job, don't blame anybody else. Like
Yes.
it's shit happens.
A lot of times women, they don't really have abundance mindsets. They start blaming others. They start blaming the past. They start blaming things on natural disaster. They don't hold themselves accountable or display gratitude. I'm gonna give you an example. That motherfucker cheated on me. He was so bad and stuff like that. She don't look at it as, thank you, God, he left. I learned
That's true.
the next door is gonna be a bigger one.
Yeah.
I had to go through the bombs
Yeah.
to get the king and
Mhm.
greatness. They don't think like that. But a man who's in his divine masculine will,
How many of them are out there?
well, these are the type of things to
Exactly.
get you
Yeah,
there.
you got to get there. Exactly.
Meditation, displaying gratitude, getting at your highest peak, getting all the resources you need, building your status, building your value as a man. You get to that level because of that. And then now all the fuck shit, you fucking just dust it off your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because when you've already reached that, and I'm not just talking about financial status, I'm talking about your most conscious, status. You are at your highest peak. You are elevating on your highest peak, your soul. I don't give a fuck about a man who makes 6 figures out there.
Yeah.
Check his soul. Check if he's in shape, if he's working out. You know what I'm saying? His mindset. And what is he doing as far as is he
right with
elevating
himself?
people? Is he building leaders? I don't care if he's a leader, but is he building other leaders? He's a CEO. Is he building other bosses? What is he doing? You see what I'm saying? This is what I care about. When men elevate at this level, this is the divine masculine. This is the hierarchy of men. When they're in their divine masculine, they are like step under God type of shit.
That's
you
true.
see what I'm saying? So when they get to that level, the fuck ships, the drama, all that stuff, they don't engage in it. It's a brush off their shoulder because of where they're at.
And they know what's coming.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
He could have been with a woman who was just combative constantly. He's quick to cut her off and say, I did what I needed to do with you. Maybe you need to learn on your own. Give me somebody who wants to learn and elevate there with me. I'm going to get her mind and her soul there. A lot of times, the more money a woman makes, the more she becomes more attractive. She gets her ass, tits done. The more insecure they are and the more toxic they become.
That's true.
I don't need a man. I'm strong. I'm independent. They're toxic. I'm not gonna be submissive. I'm, who I'm talking to. You know who I am. I got niggas in my DM, which they don't count. I got options. They become so.
I love those type
toxic.
of people. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, they become so toxic because of what they do in your life. I don't give a fuck if you got a blue check mark. Instagram knows you. Twitter knows you. I don't fucking care. I treat you regular. We sit down on the porcelain the same and we bleed the same color. I don't give a fuck about your blue check mark. I don't care what you fucking accomplished.
Yeah, I don't care how many followers you got.
I don't care where you fucking come from. I don't care who the fuck you know and connections that helped you get there to your endeavors that got you that money to make you become an entrepreneur. I don't care.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I treat you like a human being.
Yeah.
I don't care about celebrities.
I don't like them type people. You don't know who I am. I don't like that shit at all.
So to me, I always feel like stuff like this happens, and displaying gratitude and stuff like that is what I'm telling you. It's that divine.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
The more you focus on what you have than on what you don't have,
Yes.
the more you get.
Yes.
Now,
Delayed gratification.
I was about to
That's
ask you
a
that.
big one.
So delay going to the clubs with friends?
These are examples.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. You're just stop yourself
Yes,
from doing that.
and I'm speaking this on my personal experiences.
Okay.
Why did I write 5 books in under a year?
Because you set a goal for yourself.
You ask people out there, how many authors in the world have done that? 1 million plus books come out each day. Each day, Sue. Each day. 1 million plus books are published. Remember, there's authors and there's published authors. 1 million plus books come out each day. How many authors have done 5 books in under a year? It's a rarity. It's an anomaly.
I only know one anomaly.
It's an anomaly.
Yeah.
How did I do this? Part of this is self-discipline. So when those owners at the club was like, yo, I'll comp you, bro. Come through. VIP bottles on me. I'm like, I'm sorry. I got this project. But I'm down next year, 2 years from now. You see what I'm saying? This is part of delaying gratification. I love to dance. I love to be, you know what I'm saying? This is display gratification. This delaying gratification. If you're on a diet and you go into a family barbecue or event and you witness goodies on the table, ignore it. You're trying to lose weight. This is delaying gratification. Now, I have a cheat day once a week. Might be pizza, might be
hamburgers,
ice cream.
Oh, ice cream.
No, I don't fucking do hamburgers. Ice cream or some shit like that, right? So, but most of the time I'm eating healthy and whatever it is. Now, to me, I know, yo, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. When I was modeling and I had to get my body in shape for this shoot coming up. It's not pizza this week. It's not this. But after that shoot, I'm having pizza. You see what I'm saying? This is delaying gratification. You got to fight those urges. Like we were saying earlier, mind over matter.
Yep. If it wasn't there, you wouldn't want it or need it. Or when your current relationship doesn't work, you go back to the toxic or old ex.
That's, oh my goodness, that is so big. Who do you think does that more, men or women?
Women. 100%,
absolutely.
Because they already know that one.
I thought you were going to say both.
No, women. Men, I mean.
And you know what? This is not even your opinion. It's a fact.
I mean, it could be my opinion too.
No, it's not. This is a fact. You could Google this. You could research this. Studies have been proven. Studies have been proven. Psychology. Women go back. You know why?
Because they know that guy already.
Yes.
And they don't want to. If you're gonna go to the same guy, that doesn't add another body to your sex.
Not just that. Not just that. Women are afraid of rejection.
But how do they know that their ex isn't going to reject them?
No, because they've already built something. Watch this. Watch this. A man breaks up with a woman, right? Goes to the club. He's a guy that approaches. He's a hunter. He goes to the club. He doesn't have a problem connecting and engaging with the new woman. Stranger. They're connecting that night. Most women won't do that. 98% of them won't do that. Only 2% will. You know what I'm saying? It's terrifying.
Yeah.
What if he's a serial killer? What if he's a serial killer? What if this, that? Oh my God. My boyfriend, even though he was a fuck nigga, he knew all my secrets. And he accepted me. And I got a lot of toxic tendencies. I meet a stranger, the motherfucker might run away.
I mean, that's if they know that they're that toxic. Because most people don't even know it.
You're right. But that motherfucker might run away. What if the sex sucks? Damn, this motherfucker had to play me and do that, but it was bomb, the sex. What if I get with this guy, he makes 6 figures and stuff like that, but he got a little dick. He makes 6 figures, he's high value, status, and finance.
She will be
but his mind is not there. His soul sucks. He don't have no personality. He can't engage in conversation. Can't give me conversation. He can't mentally stimulate me. He's not a sapiosexual. He doesn't, have the body type I want. It's not suave. You know what I'm saying? Women overthink.
That's true.
Constantly.
Oh my God, do they overthink?
So instead of doing that,
it's like a sport for them.
Instead of doing that because it's scary, let me go back to what I know because this is comfort.
So after a night out with their girls and looking at all the guys that maybe, damn, they wish they had the balls to walk up, they'll call the ex.
Women are notorious for this.
Oh yes. Instead of being single for a year or two to heal and then going out to find someone or connect with a brand new man, they just
It's hard.
it is hard.
It's hard for them to do that.
Ignore the naysayers. Don't listen to people who aren't doing or did what you're doing. Some people are professional critics. Successful people are too busy focused on their stuff than to be watching or following other people. That's true.
Let
I feel
alone
like,
criticizing them.
yeah, I feel like, especially with people who have done it and they see someone who's interested in learning, they're going to want to help you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you know how to podcast and you have somebody that comes and tells you, how did you start? Like I'm interested. What can I do? Doesn't that knowing that somebody is putting genuine interest, I'm gonna teach them because I had to learn it by myself.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give them that shortcut.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, I've said this prior. Like,
Don't nobody
never.
want to hear somebody complain. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Or complain about something or wish that they had something. And then when you give them that example of what they can do, but then they don't take your advice. They just sit there and still complain.
Mhm.
It's like, if you're not
Yeah.
gonna do it, shut the hell up.
Yeah, I've always said that. Never take advice from people who aren't doing or never did what you did,
Mhm.
because at that moment it's their it's like it's just dumb. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to be a CEO, why are you listening to the 9 to 5 person working for somebody else?
No, yeah, the cashier.
95% of
Why
the
are you
time.
listening to the cashier?
Watch this. 95% of the time, that woman or man is gonna say, "Don't do that. Just get a regular job. Just don't do that. It's too much of a risk." They're gonna say that. You know why they're gonna say that?
Because they're putting their own insecurities on you.
Yes, they're
Their own
projecting
doubts.
that.
Yep.
They're projecting that upon you. They
That's
cannot
something
do
hard.
it.
That's something hard as a person to hear it. It's hard to maintain your focus because I know if I say
Yes.
something and I hear somebody say, you really shouldn't do that, you should stick to your job, I want to be like, shut the fuck up, don't tell me what to do. I know what I'm capable
You
of.
know what a lot of people do? A lot of people, whether they want to admit this or not, a lot of people compare themselves to other people.
Yep.
This is
That's
this
the
is the
killer.
problem.
Comparison kills.
This is the problem. So that person that's working 9 to 5, when they hear that I'm gonna give you a perfect example, right? I'm gonna be sitting on millions. This is
Me
a
too.
fact. Yeah, we are. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna be sitting on millions. This is a fact. Think about it. I think about it like this. It's in a trust fund. It's just a matter of time. It's in a big ass box. The key is coming. That's how I'm saying. I'm gonna be sitting on millions. I'm gonna be multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire, whatever it is. A person 9 to 5 has told me, "Oh my God, that's amazing." A lot of people don't think like that. They just want to get that great job and whatever. I'm like, I'll never settle for mediocrity. They think this way. They're like, I mean, if that's what you want to do, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think if they've said that to me, I don't think it's that big of a deal. You could want to be high thousands, but why would you want to do that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're comparing, and it was a chick.
Oh.
They're comparing their lifestyle to yours. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people out there are thinking to themselves, they have thought in the past and currently, how is he a dominant? And he's on earth. This is fantasy. I've read books about it. I've seen films. I've never met one in life. How is he one? They'll never believe it right off the bat because they're comparing their life to yours.
Yeah.
How come he's black? I've dated black men. How come none of them were like this? No way. Men, he might be black. How come I'm not like this? No way. Everybody is comparing their life, their mindset to yours.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, don't listen to them. They're not who you are. They've never done what you've done.
Yeah.
So they're always gonna, it's not even purposely they're doing it. Could be subconscious that they're doing it. They're trying to tell you, do not try to get there. That's too much. I'm gonna give you another example.
It's too much for me, so it's gonna be too much for you.
I'm gonna give you another example, and then we're gonna go to the next bullet. When I came out with the first book, You know, I was promoting it or whatever it is. One woman had DM'd me. It was like on Facebook or something. I'll never forget. She had said, because I was like, yo, I'm coming out with the next book. It's gonna be self-help. She had said to me, calm down.
Calm down. Why calm down?
I said, exactly. I said, why? You worked really, really hard to put out the first book.
Oh.
Just reap the benefits of that.
Just enjoy it for now.
Enjoy it for now. Calm down. You don't need to rush. Have patience. I hate when people tell me that.
Oh Lord, I tell you that all the time. Have
Yeah,
patience,
and I hate it.
Patience.
I hate when people tell me that.
You have patience.
I hate it. I didn't get to where I am today by having patience.
That's true.
Being reserved and waiting on other people to make shit happen for me and do shit like that. You see what I'm saying? I think it's different. I can have patience for people, give them advice, your projects, and this. My shit, what I want, I don't want to. So when she had told me that, I said, okay, have a nice day. And I stopped talking to her. Because first of all, one of my attorneys told me this when I first came out with the first book. They were like, do you know that 90% of people can't do this? And I was like, really? He's like, you put out, at the time I just came out with the second book. He's like, you put out 2 books. What was the time frame? Told him what the time frame was. Wait a minute. So you put out the first book June 2017? You put out the second book January 2018? So it hasn't been a year, 2 years? Do you know that 90% of people in the world can't do this? When he put it into perspective like that, I was like, oh shit. Makes sense why that girl told me to chill.
Yeah. So did you talk to her again?
No.
Oh. Just on the strength that she told you to chill. How
See what I'm saying?
she?
This is a silent hater.
Yes.
And she
probably doesn't even realize it either. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So this is part of that. I'm not listening to you. You never did what I did.
That's true.
You probably can't do what I do. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just stating facts. So the reality is, I've always said I respect what people will do. Let me give you a perfect example. One of my boys, Alex, you know him. He came on the show twice, right? Alex, he could do a lot of things I can't do. For example, he could break dance. I don't do that shit anymore. He danced to house. He's very great at it.
Yeah, I've seen his videos.
I can't do that. I respect it. If I wanted to get into that venture, he'd be the first one I get into. A lot of people don't do that. You can't do what I do. Show respect.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Especially that wasn't respectful. Oh, calm down. Yeah. She should have been more like, yo, keep grinding.
Yeah, keep going.
Keep going. Showing support. See what I'm saying? So I don't listen to those people. I don't even want them. I just delete the thread. Because there's like energy also.
Yes.
Like when you,
Definitely.
Okay, self-evaluation is very imperative.
Yeah, I like what you put over here.
Find your weak spots and strengthen them. Okay? Learn from mistakes. Don't make them twice. See where you need to improve in, but don't focus on the nitpicking of those improvements if they don't affect the purpose. Okay, so you have to recognize your flaws, recognize your weaknesses. Don't spend time on them. Focus on the strengths. Try to sharpen those weaknesses to make them into strengths. If not, don't dwell on it. See what I'm saying? I'm going to give you a perfect example so you can understand and other people can understand. Sports, team sports. Are you familiar with basketball?
Yeah.
2 teams on the court, 5-on-5. Now, you have a point guard, you have a shooting guard, you have a small forward, you have a power forward, and you have a center. That's the 5 guys.
Gotcha.
Okay? A point guard calling the plays and stuff like that. That point guard is not required to block shots.
Okay.
And get rebounds. That's what the power forward and the center's job is. Rim protectors. Block shots, get shots, whatever. Okay? The shooting guard's job is easy. He shoots the ball.
Okay.
He doesn't have to take it off at the point. He shoots the ball. He could be waiting in the arc, whatever it is. He shoots the ball, layups, whatever. That is his job. So everybody has different jobs. It's just like the flaws.
Mm-hmm.
You're in your own team. So you think of yourself as 5 different people. If your strength is the point guard, passing the ball, shooting the ball, and playing defense, why are you worried about these too much? You're still getting the job done.
Interesting.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that point guard is not going to be required to do all those other things. That's his strength.
Gotcha.
To call plays and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's like the same thing with strengths and weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when I used to manage my employees, and I still do, I find their strengths and weaknesses. Oh, you're not great at this, but you're great at that. Put you in there. Don't worry, I got somebody else to do it. We're a team. You don't require to do all this, and this is what makes it work.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So a boss is supposed to be able to recognize these things. That's also with part of being a dominant. When you get a sub, you recognize these things about her. You're this type of sub. This is your strengths and your weaknesses. Utilize them efficiently. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So self-evaluation, looking at yourself in the mirror and holding yourself accountable. Yo, this is what I'm good at. This is what I'm not good at. This is what I'm going to strength on, and boom, 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 boom. You now giving yourself, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Proper sleep, give yourself rest, take a break, and enjoy the benefits of your accomplishments.
Yes.
That's a struggle for me.
Proper sleep and enjoying your benefits of the accomplishments, yes.
Yeah.
I think that whole bullet is your issue. Proper sleep, give yourself rest, take a break, enjoy the bed. That should have been highlighted.
People
for
have
you.
told me, yo, you need to take vacation now.
Not even that, because I've known you a couple of years
do you
now.
ever take vacation?
I've already stopped asking you about if you're going to take vacation or anything like that, but you enjoying the fruit of your labor is so hard for you.
This is me. This is me. If I went on vacation, right, because my mental and a physical motor are in sync, if I went on vacation, right, let's say I was on vacation for 5 days, went to Aruba, Costa Rica, Bermuda, whatever, right? I'm going to want to close a deal. So I'm probably going to be working 3 out of the 5 days. Maybe 1 or 2 days I'm going to relax. So I'm never really on vacation.
I know, that's awful.
I had this woman who was working to be a sub, and she likes to take vacation. And she likes to take vacation with her friends and all that other stuff. And she don't want to be a, third wheel or whatever it is. Oh, let's take vacation. She was adamant about that. And I told her that yeah, we could go out of town, but I wouldn't really be on vacation. Like, I could see something happening in public, pull out my phone. Oh my God, maybe I'm going to write a book. It's so hard. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's so hard to just stop moving, to just be like, because I'm going to be thinking.
That's where you have to have more self-discipline then for vacationing. I'm not a vacationer either.
You know why I don't want to do this? It's not just, here's the thing. This is
the real reason.
It's not just in my blood. Papa died at 100 years old. Yeah. He was always active and stuff like that. It's not just because it's in my blood. It's because that when I feel that I'm on vacation for too long, I could have been doing shit to make me more money, to make me more productive and stuff like that.
What if you plan something out so all right, for them 4 days, even if it's a weekend, for those, 4-day weekend that I'm giving myself, I'm not going to do anything. I'm giving myself time to just relax for 4 days. Do you think you'd be able to do that? Because if it's something that's sprung on you, obviously, you're going to be like, no, I can't do it.
No.
But you have, not even then?
No.
You're like, no. I never liked going on vacation either. I was forced to go on vacation.
I'm going to prove to you.
The whole hospital
I'm going to prove to you why. Not why. I'm going to prove to you.
You don't got to prove to me. I'm just trying to help you enjoy your life better.
I'm going to prove to you something. People out there probably don't believe it. You saying enjoying your life better? No, that's not true. I'm enjoying my life. Okay. I took vacation from work to write the 6 book Strong Bonds Never Break, and I did it in 5 days.
I remember that.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I cannot not do something.
Well,
Let me give you another
why not
example.
do that on vacation?
Let me give you another example. That's still working. That's what I'm trying to prove to you. I'll still be working. I'm gonna give you another example. I plan a trip to Bermuda, right? 5 days. The 2 days that I'm there, I'm gonna say to myself, shit, I got an idea for a podcast. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Write notes.
No.
Do the podcast?
I'm probably gonna get my phone and do the podcast. Even if I don't have microphones, I'll probably just do it with the shitty camera mic.
But that's even fine though.
That's working. That's what I'm trying to prove to you. I'm never really on vacation.
Right. But still, going, let's say you're gonna go, we are so off topic, but going on vacation, right? For 5 days to Bermuda. You wanna, you know what? You wake up in the morning, have your fruit, let's go for a swim because it's hot. While you're in the pool, holy shit, I have an idea. At least you're in the pool, you could write down your stuff.
Yeah, my point is, you're still working.
Yes, but at least you're in a different environment.
No. Vacation to me is no phones.
No, I couldn't
cameras.
do that either.
No Instagram, no Twitter, no whatever, no podcasting.
I don't think
no writing.
I don't think anybody can go on vacation and just not do nothing.
You saw that funny shit happen right there because you want to write a book. This is gonna be great for the audio books. That's
your idea of a vacation.
Yes, vacation. Vacation is go to Bermuda, leave your phone at home.
No.
You see how it's so hard?
Way.
Okay. I'm a technical person, remember?
Yeah.
I'm very specific. So I feel like I can never do it. Because even if I'm on that lounge chair, I'm just chilling, I got my shades on, I'm at the beach, I'm going to have an idea. The ancestors are going to kick me in my head, and now I'm going to pull out my phone, and I'm working. Even if it's my thumbs, I'm working.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad, though.
That's what I'm trying to prove to you. I'll never be on vacation,
right?
Even if I'm on vacation.
But would you go? That my whole question, I think what everybody's trying to get to the nitty gritty is, would you even go on vacation, even if you're working, poolside?
Yeah.
Oh, pues then
but that's what I'm trying to say to you, that I would never be
it's
on
not
vacation.
100% vacation for you.
What I was trying to tell the potential sub, because she likes to travel, is my mind may be here for a day or two, but it's going to be traveling. And she didn't like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
You see what I'm saying? I've always said this. My flesh is on earth, but my spirit, my soul, my mind is in the galaxies. You see?
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Even if I'm on vacation, I'm in Bermuda, Aruba, Costa Rica, whatever it is, Dominican Republic, I'm still going to be doing something, and that is work.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I do think that if people don't use whatever resources is available to them to help themselves, as well as letting others try to help them, I feel like that's a big they're doing themselves a disservice, especially if if you're one of those people that likes to keep you hold on to things to your own information and not share it. That's you're keeping it to yourself. It's gonna explode in one form or fashion. Anyway, I can speak on this because I have dealt with my own bouts of depression, and I have taken prescribed medication for it as well as for anxiety, but I no longer require them because I've found ways to control my thoughts and my emotions, like I stated earlier, through exercise, yoga, meditation, journaling. I have to still feel more comfortable talking about what bothers me, because that I still hold on to.
I want to jump off topic real quick. Part of having self-discipline is just, it is synonymous with control. Just so people can understand it more.
Explain that. What do you mean?
Control.
Right. What about it?
Control in the totality. That could be emotional intelligence. That can be delaying gratification. All these bullets that we went through. Now, jumping off topic is this. When a woman goes through a hardship with an ex, Having self-discipline is not wanting revenge.
That's true.
Because most women are notorious for that. You cheated on me, I'm going to go to the club and talk to another guy and cheat too. I may not open my legs because that is not my character. I am loyal to a fault, and I am not maybe in her mind, she thinks I'm not a hoe. To each your own.
Right.
But in her mind, she's like, I'm not a hoe. I'm not bouncing the dick. I can only one at a time. And even if this was broken up, I'm still caring for him, loving him, wanting that. My body knows him and stuff. So I'm not going to do that right away. But I will talk to another guy, and that will give me self-gratification that I cheated also. See what I'm saying? That's like her revenge. Or, the stuff I talked about in the past with my friends, keyed your car, brick through whatever.
That's awful.
You see what I'm saying? Those type of revenge. That's not self-discipline. That's not control. Now, I'm going to state you facts.
Okay.
You ready? Women are notorious. Women are inclined to stay with a man or men who have give them a lot of hardship as long as you were never with another woman. Men are not notorious for that. And I'm going to give you more facts. 98% of relationships have ended. Why? Due to infidelity.
Okay.
On the man's part only. What we hear.
Okay.
I think women cheat more than men. But what we heard.
Okay.
Because if we put the totality of cheating, emotional, physical, psychological, you know what I'm saying? Women cheat more. So now I believe that there's a woman in the city near you who could be going through physical abuse, who could be going through verbal abuse, who could be going through, this nigga don't work. I make all the money, but he gives me great sex. Not good sex, great sex. He slings that dick like no other. There's a woman out there who publicly been humiliated, privately been humiliated, who have been put up with so much disrespect from the guy that she's with, or they, because there's a plethora of them, and they're still in that relationship. Okay? Now, that relationship, 90% of the chance ended because she caught him in something. Remember, he was already a fuck boy, simp, beta male. That's the tip of the iceberg. I'm out. But if you never did that, I'm still here. Do you know why women do that more than men?
Why?
Because whatever you're providing, remember, women love to be taken care of. So even though she's paying all the bills, you shake your head because you're a different woman. Okay. Sue. Okay. Sue, you are in the 2%, yes, okay?
I'm trying to remember that.
Okay. Remember that.
Remember,
you always tell me that I'm in a different category of men. You are in the 2%, so this does not apply to you. Okay. Maybe you will walk away. Most women are not, because most women love to be taken care of. Okay?
Yes.
So whatever you're providing, you may not even be providing money, but you're providing one thing, the dick. And that can be really important for her. True. Maybe you're not providing good dick, but you pay all the bills. And that is important for her for financial stability. Okay? So that guy, plus I also believe every woman, and I will generalize this, no percentages, every woman is an emotional masochist. I said this in episode 5, season 1, Good Girls, Bad Boys. That's why they will go through the physical. We had an argument, I hung the phone up on you.
No.
You may be mad, but we having some sex the next day. And I'm going to explain me. Why I say this is facts and it's not with men and women. Women go through more shit with men because that man is providing something. Okay. Or all things. Even you might be with a woman who is dominant. She makes her own money. Maybe she doesn't make her own money. That guy pays all the bills. He cheats once. She's not leaving. Maybe he gives her good sex also. She's not leaving. You see where she's still going through disrespect and stuff like that? I don't believe men cheat, but he's lying. You see what I'm saying? She's still with him. Because women care about what you're providing. That's what it comes down to. Even a fuck nigga, a dude who ain't even working or whatever, but he's providing physical support, good sex, she won't leave. She won't leave.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Men are different. Do you think I'm a real man?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm an alpha male?
Yes.
Do you hold me at the highest hierarchy of men?
Yes.
Okay. Me, I'm the type of person, you publicly humiliate me, you verbally disrespect me, you physically try to abuse me, you cut off.
Mm.
You see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Women will tolerate all that shit. How much time we heard about women getting physically abused, but they invested 6 years. They invested 10 years. Why? If she ain't never caught him cheating, he's providing other shit. We have makeup sex after, he's still providing something. He pays all the bills, he's still providing something.
Okay.
Maybe he cheated or whatever now and I found out about it. Okay, that's the typical iceberg. I'm leaving. But if she never caught him cheating, most likely she's staying.
Well, if she never
This
caught
is
him.
98% of women. 2% of women will tolerate no disrespect whatsoever. I don't care what you tolerating. That's a big percentage of women because most women are emotional masochists. So if you tell her right now, she's acting crazy, and I say to you, shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, she may give you a little back talk, whatever. She calms, whatever. The next day, she's normal. Let a woman talk crazy to me constantly. She's out. She only gets one chance to talk crazy to me. And I tell her this is not what I like. This is my rules or whatever. The moment she does it again, she's cut off. That's the difference with a man and a woman. Because men are not prone to stay with women for what they're providing. We're the providers.
Real men.
We're the real men. We're the leaders.
Yeah, because
We provide. A woman could make $2 million a year. She could have invested in my business. She could have gave me $100,000 to start my business. She could have did all this shit as far as providing capital and all that, and I will still walk away from her. Women are not prone to do that because if you give a woman $100,000 to open up her business and you pay all the bills, she's gonna be loyal to you to a certain extent. You know why? Because women's loyalty genes and men's loyalty genes are different. You treat a woman good, she's gonna treat you great.
Yep. So why do men not treat them good, dumbass?
Because men are not prone to be taken care of. That's the difference.
Men are not prone to be taken care of, but the woman is the caretaker.
No, taken care of in that way. Women are servers, not providers.
Got you.
See what I'm saying? If she goes and gives you acts of service, oh, I cooked you something, I cleaned, I stuff like that. Women are of service. They're born to be of servitude. You see what I'm saying? Men are born to be providers. This is why a woman providing for a man in that way, he doesn't care. He'll still do you dirty.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? But if you're giving her good sex, that's also part of providing. She's not going to open her legs to another man. If you're paying all the bills, she could see a rich celebrity. She's not going to want to go to him because she's going to say, my man got money and he takes care of everything. That's still loyalty.
That's true.
Women are prone to be loyal more than men. You see what I'm saying?
Very true.
That's why they'll put up with a lot of shit, a lot of fuck shit to stay with that man because what is that man providing? That's the difference. So when women are revenge and all that other stuff, that's part of not having self-discipline. Let me tell you something. If you're a woman and you want revenge on a guy, you're the dummy. You're the stupid one. Yeah, I'll say it. You're the stupid one because you already staying in this relationship, allowing all this shit, the physical abuse, the financial domination, maybe. Yo, I drop a stack.
Verbal abuse.
I drop a stack. Dance like you running from a fire. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever. You see, I'm drop a stack, suck my dick, do all this shit. She suck me grass, she go shopping. Financial domination. You see what I'm saying? Women are prone to stay in those type of relationships because they're getting significant amount of what they want at that time.
Right. And then it's like a vicious cycle because now she's like, okay, I'm gonna get my revenge. She does her revenge. It starts it all over again.
It's not that. Yes, you're right. But here's the point
nipping it in the bud.
Here's the point I'm trying to make. That women that take revenge and they don't display self-discipline, you are the dummy because you stayed in that situation. You see, look. I play chess, not checkers. The moment I said earlier, she disrespects me twice, I'm cutting her off. You know why I cut it off?
Why?
Because it's like a cancer. When you don't nip it in the bud, what happens?
It grows.
Exactly. Women don't care about toxic men. They will tolerate them because they don't give a fuck. If you're
Yes.
providing
Especially
something,
young girls.
if you're providing something in that relationship that is significant for them, they will deal with it because they don't look at it the way I explained it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
A lot
she
of
will
women
deal
think-
with that physical abuse. She will deal with the verbal abuse. She will deal with being.
I don't know about the physical part. The physical part could just be she's scared and she doesn't know how to get out
That's
of it. But everything
one
else,
reason.
maybe.
That's one reason.
That's
but
most of it.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I don't see why a woman would be in a
Okay,
physically
okay.
abusive relationship.
Oh, I'm gonna give you an example.
Unless she's scared and she don't got money to
I'm gonna
leave.
I'm gonna give you an example. This Boricua that I used to talk to, no longer speak to her. She was in a 6-year relationship. It was physically abusive. She had her own money. That's why I say it doesn't apply.
Okay, but then why did she stay? What was her reasoning?
She likes black guys. She thinks black guys are the highest of race. She was getting great sex. She I don't know what else dynamic of the relationship. But if you're a woman and you have a high libido and sex is important for you, and you're not going to date white guys because of that, and you make your own money, whatever he's providing in that, you'll do it. Remember, all women are emotional masochists, so they will deal with they will deal with you hanging up the phone on them, you constantly disrespecting them if you're providing other things, because that compensates. That's why I said they're prone to stay with toxic men.
Yes,
because it depends on what they're providing. Now, let's say that guy is toxic, right? And he's not providing nothing. He can't kiss you right. He can't fuck you right. He doesn't make money. He can't give you love. He can't teach you. He's not even a handyman at home. He can't fix shit. The moment he does something disrespectful that she feels is disrespectful, she's gone.
That's true.
You see? Why?
Because he got an offer.
Exactly. Women care about what men have to offer versus men care about what women have to offer. Men will date down. You got rappers who will date McDonald's cashiers.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Who will have sex with McDonald's cashiers? These rappers make 6, 7, 8 figures a year. They'll date that woman who makes minimum wage. They'll have sex with that woman who makes minimum wage. Because men will date down. Women will date up. So if she feels like you are a high value of a man, she puts you on the pedestal and you do a little, let's take the physical abuse out.
I mean, thank you.
But he verbally abuses her.
Yeah, who cares about that?
You see? You see what you just said right now?
There's different verbal and physical. Yes. That's a big difference.
You see what you just said right now?
Yes.
Some women, it matters. You don't care. Exactly. Because what are they looking at?
Damn if somebody puts their hands on me.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
That guy might verbally abuse. That guy might hang up the phone on you one day. That guy might do something that you didn't trust. You're not walking away from him. If he's paying all the bills, maybe he's not paying all the bills. He's going half. Giving you great sex, a handyman, you're not walking away.
No, because not a lot of people are all that in one.
Exactly. Women, the irony about women thinking they have options is they don't.
Yes.
Because they think like that. How much guys are going to do me like this? How much God is going to provide this? I've dated already. A man doesn't care, especially if he's a hunter. He's going to say, he's not even putting in his mind what she's willing to give me. I know that I'm the best provider in the world. So all I need to find is a good looking chick. I don't care if she's 40 years old or 25. Women are more selective. You see? Because they care about what men provide and they're looking at status and power. Now, when you have discipline as a woman, you can say, yo, I don't tolerate this stuff. And now you can walk away. That's part of self-discipline.
I also feel like
because
women, like how you say, let them
think about. Go ahead.
Like you're saying, a lot of women would just, let things go. I feel like just go because I forgot.
Yes, a lot of women will let things go because of what you're providing.
No, that's not what I was.
That's what I'm saying though. Yes. Because the thing is, a woman could go to a man, high value, in her opinion, money, status, great sex. She's always looking at what he's willing to provide. A man is not looking at a woman that way. That's why he could get with any woman as long as she's physically attractive, maybe submissive. Different guys out there, you know what I'm saying? Feminine or aggressive, because different guys out there, you know what I'm saying? As long as she looks good and she makes me look good, I don't care about anything else because I do everything else. Women need more. You being tall, handsome, great dick, she needs more. Now, if she makes her own money, guess what? That might make her stay in the relationship also.
What?
He's tall, great sex, good dick. That might make her stay in the relationship. Don't worry, baby. I'll take care of all the bills. When are you gonna get a job? It's been a year. It's been 2 years now. We've been together for 3 years. See how much time she's investing? Yes. When you have self-discipline, you're not gonna tolerate this. Because think about it. Nobody likes to be treated badly.
Yeah.
But why will women put up with it?
Yeah.
Because of what you're providing. If you are treating her badly and you're not providing shit, she's gone. Why you think the good girl's gonna stay with the bad boy? Well, the toxic bad boy, because we talked about it in Good Girls Bad Boys, episode 5, season 1. They need to go back. Why will she stay with the toxic bad boy?
I don't know.
Because even though she doesn't like to be treated badly, maybe he's cheating constantly or whatever she keeps it, he's providing 2, 3, one thing that's really important to her. And that's what's keeping her in the relationship. So now women have amnesia. That's the thing. Good dick can give women amnesia. Paying all the bills can give women amnesia. Doing heartfelt things can give a woman amnesia.
That's true.
You might even be your tire blew out. You don't go fix it. Man, bitch, call fucking AAA. He might even say that. He might even call her a bitch. She calls AAA. Guess what? She's going back home to him and getting that good D. Or he's paying all the bills. Why? Women are prone to do that. You know why? Another reason is they need to go to episode 5, Good Girls, Bad Boys. Women don't like men who treat them better than they treat themselves. A lot of women have low self-esteem. This is why I say you're not in the category, because you have high self-esteem. The moment the guy puts his hands on you, which is the most disrespectful thing, you gone. Or you're going to lose love or whatever it is. The verbal abuse is not that big of a deal. But putting his hands on you, maybe stealing from you, he stole shit from you, whether in account or purse. Those things might make him not, you gone. But most women have low self-esteem. Most women are not really confident. Most women want validation from men. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You're a different woman. You have a different mindset. You don't care about what people think. You even said it. You'll walk up to a guy. A lot of women don't have that type of confidence and they don't have that type of self-esteem. So the moment you're treating her really, really good, it's unfamiliar to her. That's why the nice guys finish last. The bad boy that's treating her bad but giving her good is compensating for that bad. Here's the oxymoron. Bad boy, good sex. Bad boy, good dick. Bad boy, he pays all the bills. You see? You see? That bad doesn't, I don't give a fuck about it because the good part of it compensates. The good is 75%, the bad is 25%. I'm taking the 75. This is why a lot of women are dumb, in my opinion, and they do that and they stay and they don't have self-discipline. You know what I'm saying? Because if they did, they would be putting standards. Women really don't have standards.
No.
That's the irony. That's the irony of them being selective.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't have like a couple because the guys have to follow
before the woman meets the man, she has standards of what a man should be. She has a criteria of what a man should be. Tall,
the man that she wants to be with. Yeah.
Tall, 6 figures, all that. Black. I only date black men, all that, right? Gotta drive this car, whatever women like. The moment you get in a relationship with him and you start giving them good stuff, their standards are gone. That's the difference.
That's true.
They have amnesia.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And I've seen the smartest women. I've seen the smartest women, the women that make $40 an hour, $50 an hour, the high 6-figure women. I've seen them be dumb.
Yeah, me too.
I've seen it.
It's shocking sometimes.
I've seen it. There's research, all of that. I've seen it. I've known them personally. I've seen them be dumb.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Real men won't tolerate this. If he is a high earner, if he is good looking, if he is a seducer, if he's good in bed, if he knows he's a handyman, can teach all this stuff, and he's self-sufficient, and he knows what he can bring to the table, he's putting standards that you have to abide by forever. And if you don't, I got somebody to replace you tomorrow. High value men think like this.
Do you know other like high value men that think like that? Like
yes,
how
my
think like
dad
you?
was like this.
Like your dad. Anybody else though? Like
My
any of your
uncle.
people? Not family members.
Oh.
Obviously, you got it from family. Like other guys.
No. Even the most guy, even the most guy out there who is saying he's high value, he makes all this money and all that stuff.
There's things
Behind
he's
closed
lacking.
doors,
Yeah,
he's probably
he's not doing
simping.
it, yeah.
Behind closed doors, he probably goes to a bar, meets girls, and starts simping with
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Starts smiling all the time. Starts doing
There's
little
nothing
watch.
wrong with smiling,
Starts
though.
doing little simp shit like hey, you need a ride today? I'll order you a cab. I'll
yeah.
Cashapp you. She
Yeah.
ain't even give you the pussy yet. You're taking her to fancy places. You know what I'm saying? So she can Instagram. She don't even take you in it just because.
Yeah.
Just because? No. That's a man that is a scarcity mindset.
Yes.
But he maybe portrays that he has an abundance mindset. But behind closed door, he's a
doesn't.
scarcity mindset. Yeah. Pay all the bills as a man. No. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I agree with that. But guess what? Guess what?
No, I don't want to guess.
Okay. If a man, okay, I'm gonna use me. If I pay all the bills, there's stipulations. I don't believe in a man pay all the bills because that's what you're supposed to do as a man. That's what you're supposed to do 10% as a man. 10% as a man. Now, me, if I'm paying all the bills, she better be submissive. She better come correct. She better be old school traditional. She better not talk back. She better be all these things and give me all these sex on command. I don't give a damn if you're on your period. There's gonna be things that comes with that. I don't believe in just paying all the bills just because.
I don't either. I mean, I
you
think
see what I'm saying? That's a simp.
fair.
That's a beta male. That's a beta
I think
male
how
provider.
you said it is if you're gonna pay it all, then there has to be
standards.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
that's a beta male provider. Now,
just like if I'm paying everything, there gotta be something we're gonna work something there.
Now, this is what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing with self-discipline, it's like when you have self-discipline and you hold yourself to a high regard, you know that you're worth it.
Yeah.
When you don't have self-discipline, you tolerate everything. When you have self-discipline and you know that you are worth it, you know what you bring to the table. Now you have standards.
Yeah.
Now, that guy that's just paying all the bills, he's doing 10%. Did he say anything about teaching her?
No.
Did he say anything about molding her spirit? Did he say anything about great sex? Did he say anything about all of that stuff? Him saying that just pay all the bills, he's just pretty much saying like he's a roommate. He's just pretty much saying like he's a brother, a relative. He's not a mate. He wants to be a financial provider. That's it, like a sugar daddy type shit.
Wow. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Are those your final thoughts?
If you have if you can master self-discipline, you can take on anything in this world. I've said this in the importance of discipline. A lot of people aren't where they are in life because they lack discipline. This is part of having discipline, men and women. And when they come in relationships, it's about having discipline as well. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because men don't have discipline, they will tolerate anything.
That's true. Well, I think men or women, period. A person who doesn't have self-discipline.
Women will tolerate everything you throw at her. The only thing she won't tolerate is you engaging with another woman behind her back, not knowing about it. But like I said, I've known women who make the highest, most income who have tolerated BS for years. Why? It's easy. Go ahead.
All right. So my final thoughts are, I challenge all our followers, supporters, subscribers, friends, family to try some of the things that we discussed tonight. Not all, just some of the things for 1 week, and see if you notice a change within your behavior, with how people react to you, etc. We are all busy with life in general, but make time for yourself to rest and recharge. Take back control of your life. Don't wait for others to give you the answers that you're looking for. Go, like my partner always tells me, go research, find your way, find your answers. It's the only way you'll be able to help the ones you care about and help yourself.
Yes, absolutely. And just to touch base of that, eat right,
Mm-hmm.
meditate, have the right people around you because energy is infectious.
Yep.
So whatever you want to attract, you have to be that first.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
100%.
Because that is that energy.
Mm-hmm.
Now things just become fluid. It's
Mm-hmm.
not like she gotta force him to be a certain way. She gotta do this, or he has to. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He has to do too much work to train her.
Yeah. You have to really see who you're sharing that energy with, the people that you surround yourself with.
Yeah,
It's important. I agree.
yeah. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned in to the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
Peace.
Peace.